Hey, family, what's good? This is your host, Christy Akins, and you have tuned into another episode of Southern Chats. Welcome back, fam. What's up? We have made it to episode 9. It's time to shine. Oh my goodness. How corny was that? That was super corny. Anywho, yes, today is episode 9 and I'm happy. I'm super pumped because you know what? You guys continue to show love. I love that. You guys continue to support, continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Continue to do that. It's motivating. I hope that, these messages are helping y'all in some type of way. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a question or something that you want to ask. Hit me up. Let me know. Let's talk. That's what Southern Chats is for. So, without further ado, before we go into the topic today, I just want to give y'all some little tickle love. I just want to tickle on y'all real quick and tell y'all a quick story. So, I have this lady that I know, right? And she was talking to me about social media or whatever. And so she's one of those people who she's on social media, but she does not use social media for all of the different adventures that you can use social media for. She uses it, she posts her pictures, likes a few things, and that's it. Social media is over and done with for her. Well, she said that she was on Facebook, and she said that there was a lady that had went live and did a video. And she said, I was just trying to be nosy. I was trying to look and see what she was talking about, what she had going on. And she said, I have never been on a live before. So she said, I clicked on it to see what she was talking about. She said, and I clicked on it. And as soon as I clicked on it, I was on there probably about 30 seconds. She said, and then all of a sudden the lady was like, say for instance, it was me that got on there. She said, hey, Christy, how you doing? Yeah, she said, I threw my phone down so quick. She said, I thought that the lady could see me. I thought she was looking at me and seeing in my house. Woo! Y'all. Do y'all understand the tears that came down my face? I was so tickled. Oh, I was tickled. I said, Lord, you can't be serious. She said, yes, I threw my phone down. She said, I thought she could see me. I said, no. I said, when you click on somebody's live, it just shows your name so they know that you're on there. She said, oh, I know now, but I didn't know then, and I was scared. She said, I said to myself, that's what I get for trying to be nosy. That's what a lot of us get. A lot of us get in a lot of trouble trying to be nosy. Oh, but that tickled me. So I want to share that with y'all. I just want to have a little tickle moment with y'all. I hope that made somebody laugh. I hope that just made somebody's day. Because sometimes you just need a little bit of laughter in your life. And I'm one that I love to laugh daily. I need a daily dose of laughter. That's my medicine. My daily medicine. But yeah, that was the story I wanted to share with y'all. That was too funny. That tickled me. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and move right along. I guess that pretty much all of my podcasts are pretty much just going to be done from the car. Because it seems like that's where I spend the most time. Between traffic going to and leaving work, I am constantly in my car in this Texas traffic. So yeah, I mean, that's where I'm gonna be giving y'all all of this love is from the car. So I hope y'all can bear with me. I'm not sure if you may hear a honk or two. Dealing with this traffic, folks be driving all kinds of crazy, but my eyes are focused on the road, and my heart and my mind is focused on you all. So let's stay with me, and let's get this episode undergo. So today's topic that we're going to be talking about, it's not a lot to it. It was just something that God placed on my heart, and it's simple. Today's topic is called scream. Yeah. Scream. And that's self-explanatory. But you ask, what do you mean by scream? What are you talking about? Well, we know. Scream. To scream means to utter a loud, sharp, or piercing cry and or sound. So when you scream, you're going to be making a lot of noise. All right? But the point of this message is to get you unstuck. Some of you need to just scream. Some of you need to just release a noise into the atmosphere that's going to regurgitate it and pull up all of that negative, all of that bad, all of the stuff that the naysayers have said about you, all of the things that has been done to you physically, mentally, emotionally. You need to put a noise to that. And you need to get those things out of your system. They can no longer take residence in your body. You have been living with this stuff long enough. Now, it's time for you to scream. It's time for you to put a noise to all of that hurt that you have built up. You don't even know how good you will feel after you release that noise, because you've never tried it. But all it takes is just one time to let that noise just remove itself from your body. Remove all that bad stuff from your body and just put a noise to it. When I was thinking of this, when this was placed on my mind, God showed me the scream mask. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? And if any of you have seen the movie Scream 1, 2, or 3, whichever one I used to watch, when they first came out, I had to see Scream. And I was scared to go to bed. I can't stand scary movies, and I definitely can't stand them now, because they too demonic nowadays. But anywho, that's a whole nother subject. So if you've seen any of the Scream movies, you know what I'm talking about. And if you've never seen a movie called Scream, Google it and you will see the Scream mask. And I said, God, why? What's the purpose of the Scream mask? I don't get it. And he said, if you take a look at that mask, it's symbolizing a ghost with its mouth wide open. And if you saw any of the movies, you know that the guy who played the killer, the villain in the movie, he walked around and didn't say a word. But if you look at the mask, that ghost's mouth is wide open, but no noise is coming out. And that is how a lot of you all look in the spirit. You're walking around with your mouth wide open, but no noise is coming out. And that's the connection. He said, Christy, there's a lot of people who have so much hurt and pain that they're dealing with, but they won't put a noise to that hurt and pain. They don't have a voice to speak on the hurt and pain. But if you just cry out and lift up your voice, put a sound to that pain and push it out. Any of my women viewers who've given birth, you know pain. You know when you push and you have to push that baby to deliver, if you deliver vaginally, you know when you push that baby out, there was a noise that came out with that push. For some of y'all have a high pain tolerance, and my hat is off to you women. You know, I salute you women cause honey, woo! I went into the hospital like, where is the epidural? Cause I was not about that life whatsoever. I'm like, But back to the subject. When you push, you had a noise that went with that push. Because that was, some of you, it was pain that you were experiencing. So when you experienced that pain, there was a noise that came. There was a scream that came. There was something that you held on to so that you could bear that pain. So even in your everyday life, things that you've dealt with, things that has happened to you, put a sound to those things that have happened to you. Scream if you have to. By the end of this podcast, we're going to do an exercise. And if you are at home, if you are in your room, or you're somewhere where you can release the noise, I'm going to challenge you to do so. It's essential. It's healing. I'm going to challenge you to do so. Put a noise to it. I don't do this often, but sometimes I get to the point to where if things just pile up and I have a lot of stress going on, I'm naturally a crier. I cry. I release all of my frustration and things that I go through. I release that through crying. But sometimes crying is not enough for me. So sometimes I have to put a noise to it, and I have to scream it out. Now whether that be in a pillow, if my son is asleep in his room and I don't want to wake him up and I just have to bury my face in a pillow to put a noise to it, I may do that. But sometimes I just have to get that noise out, just to get that frustration out. Because you all don't understand, when you keep those things bottled in, you're building up pain. You're building up hurt. You're not releasing anything. And a lot of times we try to forget it, and we try to suppress it, and don't talk to anybody about it. Don't put a noise to it. You just try to put it in the back of your mind. But that is doing more damage than putting a noise to it. Because the more that you bury your hurt and your pain, the more you become insensitive to your actions and to how you speak to people and to your response. You become insensitive because you're steady burying pain and you're not dealing with it. So in response, you become insensitive. So people, you've got to get to the point to where you can put a sound to that pain and scream. Just try it out. Just scream. It is okay to scream, to release frustration. Now, I don't want y'all going around just screaming at people or screaming when somebody make you mad. You just gonna go at that person. No. This is what we're going to do in our own time. Okay? In the privacy of our own homes, your room, wherever you may be, somewhere where you can just have a moment of meditation to reflect. If you have a lot of stress right now built up, you just take a moment to yourself and you scream it out. Don't go just going around screaming at people that frustrate you. I don't want nobody losing their job because your boss that made you mad, so you done went into work and screamed at your boss. I just need to release this frustration that you giving me. No, none of that, okay? None of that. This is just built up thing after thing that has been done. Some of you all have frustration built up from earliest childhood, and you're an adult now. and you've never been able to put a sound to your frustration. And you never knew how to deal with it. And you never knew what to do. Sometimes, you can cry. Sometimes crying isn't enough. Sometimes just to scream isn't enough. Sometimes you got to do both, and that's okay. But it's just releasing that negative energy, releasing the bad things that have happened to you. Get it out of you, and then start fresh. Start fresh. Don't dwell on it. Don't hold it. Don't harbor it. You have to, when you do that scream, when you cry, that is you releasing those things out. You're releasing those things out. So that means that you have given those things eviction notices, and they have got to go. You can't hold on to them once you scream it. Once you scream it to release. You can't hold on to them once you cry it to release. You have to let it go. Pain no more. Hurt no more. Fear no more. I'm giving you your notice to exit, to leave the premises, because you're no longer welcome here anymore. Give the eviction notice to your pain. So we're not gonna harbor over things. We're not gonna keep things bottled in. We're going to give it a noise, and we're going to scream. You can yell, whatever you feel comfortable doing, because the enemy tries to play tricks on you and say, "Oh no, that wasn't a scream. I don't know what that was. That wasn't this. That wasn't that." You scream the best way that you can do. You yell the best way that you can do it, to release your pain, to release all of the hurt that you have bottled up for years, months, days. Release. My friends talk about me all the time because I am the friend who will cry. I am the friend who will cry at the drop of a dime. I am the friend, if my feelings are hurt enough, I am going to cry. If I'm in ministry, I'm in prayer, and it gets good, I'm going to cry. If somebody calls me with excellent news, I'm going to cry. And I honestly feel like that is why I have such a balance in my life, is because I don't hold on to the pain and all that. I give it out to the universe, and I let it do whatever it's going to do. I cry all of my toxins out. I've cried all of my exes out. Hello? Can we clap on that? Can we give that a clap? Because some of y'all haven't even cried some of your exes out your system. You haven't even screamed some of them out your system. And that's why you're holding on to all this hurt. Because you haven't even given them the eviction notice to leave your body. To exit. You're suppressing it all. So every time you see him, you mad. Your face turned up. You got attitude. You rolling your eyes. Because you haven't taken the time to release. And yes, some things that people do, oh, it's painful. It hurts. It's bad. Some of the stuff that you've been through, oh, it's bad. Yes. We're not giving anybody no passes. But if it didn't work, it just didn't work. So you can't harbor on to that for years. You have to let it go. Let it go. Scream it out. Give it a noise. So for any of my viewers, any of my listeners that are in a place where you are ready and you feel like, I want to just release this now. I want to just scream this out. I want to just cry this out. I want to just get this out of my system. If you're in a place right now, if you're at your home, if you're in your room, you're in your car by yourself, and you want to just try this out, and you want to just give your pain a noise, give your pain a scream to release, we're going to do that right now. We're going to give ourselves the opportunity to release. So on a count of 3, wherever you are, if you're somewhere where you know that you can scream and not get in any trouble, let's go ahead and let's just release. Let's release. If you need to cry, cry it out. That's okay. That's okay. Cry it out. That is all. That's still getting rid of the bad negative energy. That is still getting rid of that. Don't feel weak. One of my sisters, my brothers, don't feel weak if you have to shed a tear. That builds you up. That shows that you're strong because you're able to show that you can be vulnerable. You're able to show that, yes, I've been hurt, but I'm going to get back up and be stronger. Crying don't make you weak. Trust and believe that. It does not make you weak. And if anybody has ever told you that, the devil is a lie. So on a count of 3, we're going to go ahead and we're going to release a yell or a scream, all right? I'm going to do it with you because I don't want you to feel like you are alone. I don't want you to feel like you're having to walk alone, do things alone by yourself. I will help you. I will walk with you. Because as much as I'm going to be better, I want you to be better too. So on a count of 3, let's give our pain a scream. Let's give our pain a yell. 1, 2, 3. Ah! That felt good. You know what, guys? I could even go longer. I could even go longer. I could even do another one. That felt good. But just for the sake of my listeners, I'm not going to do another one on air, okay? I may do another one when I get to the house. But didn't that feel good for any of my listeners who were able to just put a sound to that pain? And some of you may still be screaming right now. You may be screaming for 5 minutes. You may be screaming for 10 minutes. You may have to go get you a bottle of water because you may scream some. It's okay. Just get it out. Get it out. Get it out of your system. And then understand that after you get that out of your system, it's time to put your feet on the pavement and take off running because you're going to be starting fresh. You're not going to be holding on to that same negative energy. You're not going to be holding on to that past hurt. You're going to be starting new. I am so happy for you all who have taken that leap and taken that jump to put a sound to your pain. I'm happy that you were able to do that. I'm pleased that you were able to do that. Just know that healing happens daily and your healing is starting now. I pray that under the sound of my voice that this podcast has helped somebody in some kind of way. Help somebody to move forward. Help somebody that they can put all of their pain into a noise and move forward in life without having to have all of their hurt bottled in. I love each and every one of you. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I'm thankful that you all have taken the time out to listen to the podcast. I'm thankful for all of the shares, the likes, and the comments. If you have a question, if you have anything that you want to share with me, please feel free to email me at capturethisllc@gmail.com, and the capture is with a K. Again, you can follow me on all social media platforms at Capture This LLC on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Capture This LLC. And let's just continue to make this community grow. Let's continue to stay on our positive journey. I will walk with you as you walk with me. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I thank you for taking the time out to listen to this show. There will be more to come. And in the future, I just ask that you just continue to share and continue to follow. Continue to just let a friend know. Let a friend know about the show and write in. I love y'all. I hope that you all have a wonderful day and have a great weekend. Until next week, be positive, be happy, be you. Peace. Love y'all. Bye.